everybody, my name's Halston. I'm the college pastor here. 11 of us young adults had the privilege of going to Soto, Haiti on a missions trip. Soto is about a 3-hour drive up in the mountains from Port-au-Prince. In our trip, much of our trip focused on just helping the mission, their Mountain Faith mission, with different projects they had, the main one being the construction of a new church.
Our team's motto before we went to Haiti was a quote by William Carey. He once said, "Expect great things from God, attempt great things for God." The Haitians every day, they expected God to do great things, and they attempted great things for God. And each and every day they would wake up early in the morning and pray for hours, praying with expectations, praying that God would provide for the next meal.
What I found in Haiti throughout the whole experience was God using my anticipation for encountering darkness to increase my faith and my walk with Him. It was not something that I was even going to encounter while I was there, but it did grow my faith. And I believe Satan, or the enemy, wanted me to be fearful the whole time. And he wanted to destroy my experience there, but he couldn't because God was at work.
The kids really made an impact on my life. Not only did they steal my heart, but they really showed me what worship is all about. It was just really amazing to see these kids and how they have so little material possessions, yet they're so willing to worship God, and they place all of their trust and faith in Him.
The government is one of the most corrupt in the world, and that's one of the things that keeps the country poor. But the people are very loving people. They don't worry about a lot of things that we worry about. They don't worry about money. They don't worry about getting out of service. I know we were in service that sometimes it was 2 or 3 hours, and they enjoyed that. They enjoy singing. This is something that our young people did, was sing and minister. Some of the guys preached and did just a fantastic job. I was very honored to be able to be a part of this group and appreciate the chance they gave me to go with them.
Here in the States, oftentimes we see church as just another event in the day, and sometimes we're thinking about lunch if it goes too long, or we get distracted by Facebook or the people around us. But in Haiti, it doesn't really matter how long their services go because they're completely focused on God.
During the prayer portion of the service, they all turned around and made the church pews into an altar, and they just cried out to the Lord for at least 10 minutes, and it was just a beautiful experience, and I really felt the power of God and the presence of God, and I just was amazed at the way that these people completely relied on Him for their every need and trusted in Him and just had so much faith in Him.
So going there, I met with a pastor, and the pastor explained his experiences with casting out demons. And it was really eye-opening to see his stories just come firsthand from him, and explaining how Satan's power is just, it's there, and it is evident. And they know that, and they see that. And it was really encouraging for me because at first glance, we looked at it and we were fearful. But he really made us understand that he that is in us is greater than he that is in the world. And just bringing that back to the States was really helpful for me, because even though I face life that seemingly doesn't have any casting out of demons or any spiritual warfare, I know that it's there. And it still gives me the opportunity to see that God's in control.
One event that really stood out to me was when we were at the church in La Boule, and there was this pastor that we were building the church for. His name is Pastor Charles, and we were talking to him, and he was talking about his family that lives in Boston. But he said he didn't want to go to Boston because he doesn't want to be corrupted, because he feels like America is corrupted with worldly pleasures, and their spiritual life is just not as genuine. And I love that. That was awesome, and just made me feel kind of weak in my spiritual life, and made me want to really grow.
And one particular moment that I'll remember forever was on the very last day. We were all waiting outside the mission house, and the kids had actually skipped school to say goodbye to us. And so we were all crying and hanging out with them, and before we got in the car, we all circled up and prayed. And Eve, which is the man that we had been with the entire time, we got to know him really well, he prayed for us. And we had no idea what he was saying because he prayed in Creole, but the one thing we all noticed was that he prayed for each and every one of us by name. And it was so encouraging just to hear him mention my name in his prayer. And it encouraged me just to pray longer, and also it encouraged me to pray with full confidence that the Lord's going to change things in my life.
We went there to make an impact on their life, and they made much more of an impact on our life.
It really was just such a joy being with our Haitian brothers and sisters in Christ and seeing how God's using them and what God's doing over in Haiti, and knowing that He's moving all over the world through His church, and He wants us to be a part of it.